Hello, Class here, Osmos. I just wanted to show this game for one episode, so we're gonna show the game. And it doesn't have my save file. I have 100%ed this game before, but that's fine because we wanted to show the intro. And this is me. I'm a blue ball, and we can click. It shoots little pieces of ourself, and we get propelled by that because Newton's law. It said that before this. So we drift into the circle. Yep, and if you hold the button, you eventually start shooting larger things. I was just individually clicking. If something's red, you can't absorb it, so we gotta go to these ones first. To absorb the targets. 0 out of 3. Now 1 out of 3. So, this at least starts out as a pretty chill game. Zone complete. And now we're welcomed to Ambient. Become the biggest is the goal here. So we've got a field of a lot of things, and mouse wheel, let's assume a little. And you see, as we absorb things, things change color. If something has a barely blue outline, you're just barely large enough to absorb it. We've got plenty of just blue targets. And the things absorb each other. Whatever's bigger absorbs whatever's smaller. And our goal is that white dot on the size meter. And we won the level. We're the biggest. Now, we don't have to press space to proceed. We could absorb a few more things. But let's proceed. We once again want to become the biggest. So, this little video, it's because I was talking with my friend, TurboTales98, and I was trying to describe this game, and I thought the best way to describe this game was a video. Because you can't really say, it's a little like Asteroids, and a little like Katamari, and a little like Spewer, and I just died. And because it's not really like any of those games. So that was a demo of what happens when you run into something red. If you get really small but don't die, it actually set it on screen for a moment. It'll say something like doesn't look good, and it will offer you the reset key anyway. Yeah, the problem was the thing I was going for absorbed something as I was going for it, and then it was bigger, and then I didn't abort. Because you often just want to take things slow, because you don't want to waste all your size propelling yourself. I know there's a way to accelerate time. I don't remember what it is. Maybe we don't have it yet. Maybe that's the problem. I can definitely zoom out with WASD though. Or at least WS. A and D don't seem to do anything. Is it alt mouse wheel? Okay. You can play a random variation of any level with Alt-Z. Good to know. So, calmly going through the tutorials. And once again, we just want to become the biggest. Or less tutorials and more practice maps. So here, we've got a map focused on a gravity well. Or a black hole, or I think it's called a black hole. So we're constantly in orbit. We can go to smaller orbits, go to larger orbits, and absorb stuff. That's what you do in this game. You absorb stuff. A few more level types, and I would like to show them, but we've got tutorials to do. If I did still have my save file, I'd probably just skip to them. However, this is kind of one of the level types that I wanted to show. It actually gets more complicated later. You'll have like one big one in the middle, and then like multiple gravity wells orbiting that, and then you'll be orbiting one of the smaller ones, kind of like a solar system, and you're like a moon at the start. And so you tend to like collect everything around your little planet, and then like waste a lot of size escaping the orbit of your one planet, and then you like take some really slow, calm sort of orbit, and you eventually reach one of the other planets. It's actually a way to get like a preview line when you're orbiting something normally. Alright. Pretty close to the biggest. Also, I believe pretty far from the gravity well. Yeah. And we won. Oh, Alt-0. Or Alt-O, rather, not Alt-0. I am not in orbit. I am headed for the kill zone. Because all the orbit levels have kill zones instead of walls that you bounce off of. For quick maneuvers, click several times in rapid succession, yes. Absorb the repulsor. Interesting. So this map, oops, that didn't work out. This map, things will get moving a little more because there's a repulsor around. Oh, this time I can absorb the one that was right in front of me. So I'm actually big enough to absorb the repulsor, but in case it repels me, I need a little more stuff. Yeah, that didn't work out. So I might want to just become the biggest first. Because trying to chase the repulsor, it costs a lot of size. I believe if the repulsor ever touches something, it automatically absorbs the other thing, unless that thing is you. Then it's based on size. I'm gonna check the controls. Ah, control mouse wheel. Okay, I thought I tried that. So, you know, we'll just go a little faster, bounce around a little. We're also allowed to set the time scale lower if we need slowdown time for a complicated maneuver. Also, if we want to toggle between accelerated time and normal time, we can middle mouse click. I remembered that, but it only works if you've accelerated. Alright, now the repulsor barely affects me because I'm so big, but it still got repelled from me. Alright, and this is the last of the level types. Actually, no, it's not the last. We haven't seen one of them. So, in Ovarium, it's like a rival. It'll also be running around absorbing things. And, later levels will have multiple of them. So, you know, we want to hurry up a little. And, I just lost a lot of size, and I'm dead. Yeah, Alt-R will restart even if you're not dead. Alright, if I absorb that, then I die. Got it. Well, actually, absorbing it didn't kill me, but careening into the thing behind it killed me. When you absorb a thing, you do get the combined momentum of your momentum plus its momentum. So you tend to slow down when you run into stuff. I wonder what size my rival is. Since this is a tutorial level, it's probably not... Oh, wait, he's like doing way better than me. Never mind. I'm becoming pretty big now. I think I'm winning. Oh, now I believe I'm winning. I guess he glows brightly green when I can't absorb him. And he's blue when I can. And blue with red in the middle when I can barely do so. So if I start chasing after him, he'll actually start to run away by propelling just like I propel. Let's control time a little. Just a little. Oh, I can't get him now. I must have wasted a little too much chasing him, or he picked up stuff as he was running away. However, he doesn't seem too aggressive about defeating me. I'm just gonna grab this, head over and grab this other one. And that looks like it's gonna fly into me. And he's gonna panic a little. The thing is, when his stuff hits you, it also slows you down. I also don't want to spread too much around the arena, because he might pick it up and then be bigger than me. Alright, I think I got him now, though. So, oh, right click slows down time. I guess middle click just always accelerates. Okay, absorb the biophobe. Oh, it starts out bigger than me. However, the smaller you are, the less size it costs to propel yourself. Ooh. Oh, can't get that anymore. Huh. I thought that was just like another rival but smarter, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, yeah, right click puts me to minimum speed, middle click puts me to maximum speed. I guess I slightly forgot how the time controls worked. Alright, well, let's see what happens when I approach it. Zoom in a little. It runs away, and it can absorb stuff accidentally as it's running away. No, actually, I think it always absorbs any non-intelligent thing. Alright, got it. Chased it down a little more aggressively than the previous one. Alright, training is complete. So we have, new levels. We've already done this whole first ring of levels. So there's more artificial life levels. It'll have more rival things. There's more force levels. These are the orbiting levels. And there are some ambient levels. And let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna become the biggest some more, because there's actually kind of a different genre of levels among the ambient levels that I want to show still. Oh, am I playing in accelerated time? No, I wasn't. It seemed like it was jerking a little or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just bad. It has been quite a while since I've played this. I mean, I was on a different computer when I last played this and got all the achievements. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to... Oh, I lost a little size. Okay, you know, we're just zooming along. Growing bigger. Not in a hurry. We're not timed. I say not in a hurry as I accelerate the time. Just gonna maneuver a little, hit that. Don't grab the whole thing, because I don't need it. We're gonna zoom out a little because I'm bigger and should. Oh yeah, we'll drift over there. Grab that. You know, it'll be like nearly free. Where do I want to go next? Maybe over in that direction. Or maybe I should have been going there, but by the time I maneuvered, it would probably not be absorbable. What's really nice is when you can just shoot your stuff against a wall and pick it back up immediately. Plus the bounce off the wall, once the thing hits you, it accelerates you a little more. Pro Strats. Alright. Oh, matter and antimatter annihilate each other. I guess we don't quite have all the tutorials. So yeah, we don't want to touch antimatter. We want to let it touch whatever is biggest though. Because then the biggest becomes less big. Get away from me. Okay, dodged that antimatter. Sometimes the dodge isn't worth the size you spend changing your path though. This is a bit longer of a video than I really thought I would be making. This is just gonna be a short little thing. I'm still not gonna do the whole game though. That would be too much. I think I'm just gonna plow into that and then get this. And then we win. Become huge. Ah, this type of level. So there are levels known as impasse levels. And you see I'm totally surrounded, and everything on the level is not moving from the start, because it's a little of a puzzle. We shoot that a little, we shoot that a little. We've stopped our own motion, pretty much, but that is slowly drifting away. So I'm gonna accelerate time a little. I'm gonna shoot each of them again so they go a little faster. And we're just gonna let them drift. We're gonna go get one of these ones that we can actually get first. And then we still haven't become huge, but all we have to do is bounce off this wall and then back into something. And you know, we can accelerate a little. And these levels eventually get really big and randomly generated, and it's a lot of fun. I like the impasse levels. Just gotta be patient, because if you're hasty, you waste a lot of your size just trying to go places. And then by the time you get there, you don't even want to be there. So here we have an example of one of the large impasse levels. So we're gonna go this way some. Oops, I probably wanted to absorb that instead of sending it into the larger one. Remember, I want that moved. Even if the larger one eats it, that's fine. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna steal the rest before the large one eats it. Oops. I should have absorbed that before I moved, but I can get this one, because it has a blue border. I might need to reverse direction, but I'm gonna get these free ones first. You know, we're just making tiny motions. We're grabbing this. Yeah, if my voice has sounded a little chill, it's just because this game is so chill. Oh! That was bad. I might not be able to win very easily anymore. Yeah, sometimes that happens, and then the game's less chill. Oh, I could have just grabbed that. Maybe I should restart, but, you know, we can grab this. It's fine. Once that reaches the optimum size for grabbing, we get it. I don't want to shoot it because then it will grow bigger. Alright. We fed just enough of it to this large one. Now we can come over here, and, you know, we'll get, like, all our size back. We have now basically made it. I like the way it automatically zooms out sometimes. Uh-oh. Am I gonna be able to make it through here? Not really. Although it stops absorbing you if you are small enough that you're no longer touching it. Okay, now we can grab it. We're huge. Almost. Just gotta grab a couple more things. Grabbing all the things. Alright. So now we're back at the hub. We've got ambient impasse, deep ambient, and antimatter levels. So the sort of types we saw in here. You know, let's do one of these. But only one. We'll not do the whole set. Alright, so we've got some rivals, and I just ate a couple. Maybe we will do the whole set. Alright, we won. Absorb the Mimo site. Let's see, what do I want first? You're mine. Alright, bounce off the wall. Let's start accelerating again. Dodge that. I'm wasting a lot of stuff, but you kind of want to go fast in this level type. Where is our rival and how are they doing? Oh, they're down there. And they're bigger. Often if this level type goes long, it's kind of bad, but it's fine here. Because this enemy type, they're not really aggressive yet. Or maybe if he tried to pursue me, he wouldn't have the size to actually make the chase. Certainly has to run now from me. However, I can't chase him. By the time I caught up, he would be bigger. So we're just gonna grab more stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Mine. Maybe I shouldn't just let stuff happen, but I think we'll drift over here. Maybe I'll spend a little to make sure. And then we're losing still. If I grab this, then we're still losing. Alright, but I guess he still thinks he can't chase. Or he's not trying. Yeah, eventually they are kind of out for blood. Once you get to the higher difficulties. Or higher levels of the level type. Oh. I just don't want to spend too much catching him. We can be patient. Alright, now I'm just gonna go for it. We had such an advantage over him. Okay, now we got absorb 3, and that's a little harder. Alright, got one. I think when you have to absorb multiple, they tend to start out a little smaller. It's nice that I got one right off, though. Maybe I should have quit before actually doing this one. But now we're, like, committed. Wait, does that shade of green mean that I win, or... Okay, yeah, he's trying to run, so I must be larger. Problem is, whenever you catch one, you waste a lot of size usually. Just like catching it. Oh, I missed. I'm just gonna bounce around a little. Wait until I'm actually close anyway. No, he even just shot me for no reason. Didn't want to divert course too much to try and go after him, because that would waste a lot of size. Can't have that. Alright. Now is the time to strike. Got him. So, you know, we've got a new tier of the, ecosystems. I don't know what the S stands for. But anyway, if I go back into the forces levels, the goal is to become the biggest, and we're orbiting, and I've got my orbit preview line turned on. And, you know, if I accelerate a little, our orbit changes, and I don't actually like this level type that much, but I don't know. It's really interesting from a physics standpoint, but I just don't like actually doing them, because it's a lot of like being really careful with your orbit, not spending too much fuel. Maybe not so much on these easy ones, but eventually. My orbit turned red because it was going to go right into there, which would have killed me. It turns green if you're going to absorb it. Oh, I am drifting towards the outside. However, if I hit something that's in orbit, it'll give me its momentum and correct our orbit a little. But anyway, I'm not going to do this, because we're done. I showed the game. I think you get it by now. See ya.